Monster Nation at the North Charleston Coliseum. You guys excited?
Yes!
We're on our way, about to go in. MTR Productions will keep you updated. Alright, who do you guys want to win?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? How about you, Alex?
Defender.
Defender? How about you, Uncle Troy?
I am going for Defender.
I'm going with Equalizer. One last look at the track.
Stop by there before the show's over. We got an autograph session following the show tonight. Kyle, let's go over a little bit about what happened last night. Scotty was wild. It was off the hook for the first time ever. Monster Nation rolled into the North Charleston Coliseum, and let me tell you what, I think we exceeded everybody's expectations, including our own. Even our drivers were telling us how loud the crowd was, how awesome it was, and how much fun they had on this really unique obstacle course track that replaces the normal one-jump style of racing. Scotty, I loved it. It was awesome. It sure was. And what it also made for is 3 events for our monster trucks and 3 different winners. 6 trucks, so anybody can win any one of the events tonight. You want to go into track X now? Oh, we will here in just a moment, but like you said, you know, we have three different winners for all 3 competitions, and that's kind of been the story on the Monster Nation Tour this year. We've had a variety of winners at all of our different events, and that tells me the level of competition is up here. We go to some shows with 1 or 2 trucks simply dominate, get all the attention. Not at Monster Nation, the level's up here. All of our trucks, they're running it full out at all of our events. They especially were last night, and now that they're familiar with the track, they're definitely going to be dialed in tonight. So without further ado, let's tell these people about how this track's going to work tonight, starting with Monster Truck Wheelies. The very first event tonight for our Monster Trucks is the Monster Truck Sky Wheelie Competition. This is going to be for each truck, 1 truck at a time. We have judges in the grandstands. They will actually relay the scores to me through my earpiece. He's got our radio on also. They'll send us the scores. I'll relay the scores. Each judge has a scorecard from 0 to 10. 10 will be the highest. There are 3 judges, so the perfect score of 30 is what everybody's looking for. There were no perfect scores last night, Kyle. Absolutely, but we still had some great wheelies. Greg Adams and Parsley Eliminator, he won the wheelie contest. What's the trick to winning the wheelie contest? It's actually pretty simple. This car has no dirt ramp. The object, stand your monster truck straight up and down over these cars. If you can carry a wheel stand, if you want to do a pogo wheelie, it's all up to the driver, but at the end of the competition, there can only be 1 winner, and skying it out vertical, looking at the ceiling is how they're going to do it. If you guys want to participate, you'll have your checkered flag and you'll hold it high, straight up and down, just like Scotty did. Now, it's kind of funny we're standing right here because our next monster truck competition is going to be the timed obstacle course. Scotty, what's this line right here? This is actually our starting line for our monster truck timed obstacle course. It's kind of like a time trials. That's what we're calling it tonight. What we're going to do is 1 truck at a time. There will be 2 rounds. When they stage up right here, the drivers will stick their hands out the windows, and that's checking the RII remote. The ignition interrupter Kyle is holding a radio right now. That will safety of our drivers in case they get out of control, and the safety of you fans. Then they'll stage up here at the starting line. There's some lights down there at the far end. When they're staged, you'll go yellow, yellow, and when that light is green, they will take off and head down there towards Cotto. That's right, Scotty. Once the green drops, they go through a chicane right here. They come into this turn. Most monster truck turning courses involve left-hand turns. Not here. We're throwing a pair of right-hand turns at our drivers tonight. It was a little tricky, but they started catching on to it. Coming through the chicane, it's actually a very tight 180 turn around this barge length turning pole. If you hit either of the turning poles, it is a 5-second penalty on your time. Power through the turn. Up and over the jump, in the air, across the cars. Scotty, they're heading to your turn next. That's right, another hard right-hander, something brand new. We're usually turning left tonight. We have 2 right-handers around this barge length turning pole. If you knock it over, a 5-second penalty. They'll get it straightened out and head on over to this humongous bandstand, and that is part of our obstacle course. Kyle, they're coming your way to that finish line. Absolutely. Taking out of the final turn, they'll be grabbing high gear and full throttle up and over the bandstand and across our Rizlo finish line at the center mark of the arena. At that point, time will stop for that truck and driver. We will bring them back for a second round to try and run another low time. The winner will have the lowest combined time of their 2 rounds. Last night, first and second and third place were decided by less than half a second, Scotty. It was awesome. Last night, like you said, the 2 rounds, the first round, everybody was really timid. That second round, everybody was airing everything out, and they were getting ultimate traction. It's really tacky out here tonight. Those monster trucks were hooking up and putting that horsepower to the ground. That's monster truck. Our obstacle course for monster trucks. What's the final event for our monsters? Well, after the wheelie contest, and let's see, after the obstacle course, that means we got 1 more left. I think, Scotty, that might be freestyle. Does anybody here want to see monster freestyle? Scotty, monster freestyle. The whole track is fair game for him. That checker flag's going to come in handy again. If you want to see him slide off the freestyle motocross ramp, you'll hold that flag way out. If you want to see a sky wheelie off the cars, you hold that checker flag way up high. If you want to see a donut, you twirl that flag around like that. And if that flag goes upside down, well, we're not going to show the drivers that we did that, Scotty. But you know what? That ain't all. We've got bikes here tonight, too. That's right. We turned that flag upside down, and it worked. Isaiah Morales ended upside down on the hot tamale. In between all of our monster truck competition, we're going to have 2 rounds of freestyle motocross. We talked earlier that they were going to do a competition. The dirt is so soft that these guys couldn't get the lift off the dirt. So instead, there's 2 rounds of freestyle motocross. I believe we're standing about where they're going to set the takeoff ramp. You can see that humongous dirt landing. Team FMX East is in the house. There's 5 awesome riders. They'll be hitting a jump in 3rd gear. Those around 250cc motorcycles, there's 1 450. They'll hit this jump and land on the far side of that landing ramp. The louder you guys get, the wilder and crazier. Our freestyle motocrossers, they will get wild and crazy, and you might even turn them upside down. And that's just for the entertainment of the crowd. It's not a competition, so they're all cheering each other on. And it's like, who's going to do the best trick? They just keep getting better and better as they go. Absolutely, Scotty. These drivers and riders sometimes can't hear you, but they can definitely see you. So, of course, that checker flag's going to be important. But the most important thing tonight, well, let me tell you, folks, this dirt down here has the consistency of Play-Doh. So it's going to be up to you guys to get loud and encourage these guys to go big tonight. Scotty, we've got a few VIPs we need to thank. That's right. We're going to be out here with Monster Nation each and every weekend, especially here locally with Blanchard Machinery, your cat rental store. There's actually 3 area locations here in Somerville, Georgetown, and Walterville. You'll see that heavy equipment coming out here. Special thanks to the cat rental store here, Blanchard Machinery. Also, thanks to Don's Car Crushing and Don's Pickup Art. They provided all these crush cars. If you guys need any crush car or parts, check those guys out. Tell them you saw them right here at Monster Nation. Also, we had the Army Recruiter out here. Special thanks to the United States Army. There's 2 booths here on the concourse. Stop by, see a recruiter tonight. And then we have our series sponsors, Bars, Links, and Rizlone Engine Treatment. They're on board this entire year, as well as Champion System Apparel. These awesome racewear. Kyle, you know a little bit more about our new shirts. Tell us about how you can learn more information. Yes, if you have a small business, race team, sports team, even if you're an avid cyclist, you want to check them out online. Champion System, their website is www.champ-sys.com. They make these awesome Monster Nation crew shirts for us. We're sport bars, links, Rizlone, they got us covered. That's right, and last but not least, special thanks here to North Charleston Coliseum staff. Joe Mansfield, with Dirt Cheap Incorporated. Clint Walker with Don's Car Crushing, and Donnie Brewer with Don's Pickup Bar. Kyle, just one more thing before we get out of here and start the show. The green plastic, that is our safety holes all the way around. We can't have anybody or anything on that green plastic. That is for the safety of our drivers and the safety of you fans. These drivers can't see very well in those great big tall monsters, so they need to know where the racetrack ends and the grandstands begin. Kyle, I got one more question.
I think we better ask him, Scotty. Take it over.